Be Thou My Vision is probably the best known traditional Irish hymn of all time. Everything about it is Irish. The text found its origin in an early Middle Ages poem, or Lorca, as the Irish would say. Some people even trace it back to partially from St. Patrick's breastplate back in the 4th century. The melody that we use to the versification that emerged early in the 19th century, in the 20th century, is called Slain. It's an Irish traditional melody. And the imagery of the song, although biblical imagery, is all distinct to Irish myths and legends and culture and folklore. We've got high kings in the last verse, the High King of Heaven. We've got Be Thou My battle shield, sword for the fight. Of course, the Irish are famous for only a few things in life, one of which is the fighting Irish and the wars that have blinkered every part of our history. For Kristen and I, it is a particularly special hymn. We both grew up with it. And when we made the Confessio album, which was journeying through our spiritual journey, it was the first hymn we wanted to record. And we recorded it, and we recorded the video in the fields right by our home on Ireland. So you can see that, which just reflects something of how personal it was for us. Our youth leader, our church, it was always the hymn we sung at the end of the year as a dedication to go out, to begin a new year. And as we've sung it and prayed with it with our girls, it's become even more than that. It's a hymn that we sing for our lives, for all of our lives. And for our girls, we used to sing Be Thou My Vision, hoping that they would find Christ and see Him in everything and see Him above all things. In verse 2, it says, Be Thou My Wisdom. We remember them singing it on the way to school one day with their iPads and with all the challenges that they will have in education and in navigating modern life and media. Verse 3, Be Thou My battle shield, sword for the fight. We pray that, especially for the times they're not around us. And and as they grow up, that they will stand firm against temptation. Verse 4 says, Riches I heed not, nor man's empty praise. And as they go out into the workplace, that Christ will be their inheritance. And then finally, verse 5, High King of Heaven, after victory won, all of us will suffer, all of us will die. And that is our prayer, that we will last till the end and stay faithful. We had a particular privilege recently of singing it for our friend Moya Brennan. Many of you will have heard of Moya. She was the lead singer of Clannad. She was the sister of Enya, and she became a Christian in the 90s, and this became her theme song. In fact, it was her grandmother who did the original translation of Be Thou My Vision. And she passed away, and the day before, her husband called us and asked her to pray for her. And we had the privilege of using this hymn as a final prayer for her. And we dedicate this version with that little Irish arrangement to Moya and her work.